stretch your arms, stretch your arms. Spread out. You gotta be on a line. On a line. Do we have enough room? If not, let's go back. That should be fun. Alright, really quick now. With your right finger, I want you to point it down. Right finger pointed down. Awesome. Okay. The other hand up, just like this. Okay? What you're going to be doing now when I say go, that's why we need to spread out a little bit, is because when I say go, you are going to try and catch her finger, and you're going to try and catch her finger. But you got to try and get your finger out. You guys all understand that, so that's why we need some room. You guys need to spread out a little bit. Okay. Don't cheat right now. Don't cheat. Everyone line it up. Line it up. Okay? Since you're not grabbing anything, you're going to have fun. So let's spread out, guys. Spread out. There we go. Everyone have their finger in the person's hand right now. Everyone have their finger in the person's hand. Okay. Spread out a little bit more. There we go. Good. Okay. Here we go. As soon as I say go, I want you to try and do it. Alright? Here we go. Ready? 1. You're going to try and catch it. And then you're going to try and pull your finger out. There we go. Ready? 1, 2. I did not try to go. Let's try this again. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. When I say go. Here we go. Ready? Megan, stop cheating. There we go. 1, 2. What are you doing? Alright. Just count it off straight. Just count it straight. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go! You got caught! You got caught! You got caught! You got caught! Sit down! If you got caught, sit down. If you didn't, stay up. Stay up. Stay up. Don't get caught. Close the line a little bit. Let's go. Close it in. If you didn't get caught, stay in, but close it in. If you didn't get caught. Alright, as soon as I say go. Here we go. Ready? Ready, go! Who got caught? Who got caught? You got caught, sit down. You got caught, sit down. Alright, close it in, close it in, close it in. Okay, alright, I'll put you over here. You over here. Okay, here we go. When I say go. Quiet. Ready, go! Close it in, hurry up, one more time. Alright, here we go, spread out. Spread out. What is your name? I have horrible vision, I'm old.
What?
I really can't see. Thank you. Mackenzie, good. Alright, here we go, ready? When I say go. 1, 2, 3, go! Alright, awesome. Everyone sit down. That's always a fun exercise. I've always loved that one. You guys won. Okay. Alright guys, why did I actually come up here? Why did they call me? I want to talk to you guys about why I actually joined the Every 15 Minutes. Truthfully, why I actually joined? I joined because I wanted to hang out with girls. And I was like, I'm going to get out of class. So I'm going to have fun with this. Hey, you know what? I'm going to be missing class. I'm going to hang out with the girls, have a good time, all that. All of a sudden, I had a wake-up call when I joined this. Okay? So when I actually joined this, we got here, went through everything what you guys went through, and we got to see the videos, and actually got to hit me a little bit. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty cool what I'm going to be a part of. So what you guys need to understand is this is very important what you guys are a part of. It's very serious on what we're going to be doing here. When I joined, like I said, I was like, what am I going to do? Am I going to do the car accident, or am I going to do the Living Dead, or what's it called? Walking Dead, thank you. The Walking Dead, and I was like, all right, which one am I going to be? I didn't really care, like I said. I was like, oh, I'm going to be out of class. And then all of a sudden, I get a phone call, because we didn't get to find out. You guys are finding out today, actually. That's pretty cool. We had to wait a couple of days after. I got a phone call and said, hey, David, we're going to let you know that you're going to be part of the crash team. I was like, oh my gosh, that's cool. Like, what am I going to do? All of a sudden, they told me, they're like, well, you're going to be the drunk guy. Before that, honestly, guys, I've only drank once before that, before this whole meeting. One time. Okay? I was part of, athlete, all that stuff. I was involved with all that, but still, I was never so involved with the drinking. But one time I did that and actually drove drunk. Okay? And so I began to think, though, because it was my first time, I was like, was I actually really drunk? Did I know that I was? All this kind of stuff, trying to understand it. So when the day actually came, and we were there, and we were putting all of our makeup on, we were putting all that stuff on, I began to get nervous. I'm like, okay, how's this really going to go? And I began to see the stuff. I was like, oh, that's so fake. That's so fake. They're putting all the stuff on, the syrup, the blood and all that, and the bruising, all that. I didn't really understand it until we actually started walking to the cars. Okay, as soon as we started walking to the cars, I began to feel this actual experience. I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually becoming real. As soon as we sat in the car, that's where it actually became. I was like, all right. And I asked the officer, I was like, look, I've only drank one time in my life. How do I act drunk? Like, I really don't know. Like, I'm not being serious, I don't know. He said, have you watched movies? I was like, yeah, I've actually watched several movies about it. And he's like, well, then go off of that. Just go off of that. I'm like, all right, I'll try my best. You guys do not understand. As soon as you hear those sirens and they start coming towards you, it becomes real. People are going to come out and going to say, oh my gosh, this is so fake. People are going to laugh about it. You know what? That's how it is every single year. You always have those people. You're going to have your friends that are going to be sitting there laughing at it. They're going to be making fun of it. You're going to have the ones that are actually going to get hit by it. That's actually going to communicate to them and it's going to speak to them. So when I was actually doing it, I heard my friends out in the crowd, hey David, what are you doing, dude? Hey, you got a hammer, get drunk, blah, blah, fooling around. And I'm trying to be serious. But like I said, once I was in that whole atmosphere, it just all changed. I didn't really hear, I heard them, but I didn't focus on them. Why? Because I knew that what I was doing was going to connect with someone out there. You guys need to really understand something is when you're doing this, that you're going to connect with one person no matter what. There's going to be that one person that's going to be watching. That's not going to be laughing. That's not going to be anything. Why? Because they've had an experience with their family doing this, or from maybe their friends in the past, or anything like that. So when you guys are up there, whether you're the Walking Dead or you're part of the car accident, you guys need to understand how serious this actually really is. So I hope you know that when you signed up for this, it's not, like I said, to get out of class, to hang out with friends and all that. This is very serious because this happens in our everyday lives, guys. And so what I'm trying to get at is that when I joined, I was just lost. I was like, what am I actually doing it? I'm going to be going more in depth with you guys at the retreat because I'm going to actually speak to you more about it. But there's an article that I am going to be giving each and every one of you, and you guys, we're all going to read it together a little bit. I'm going to show you something that happened about a month and a half ago. This is real. It happens every single day, and that's what I want to get out to you guys. And so during the crash scene, like I'm trying to get to you guys, like it's so... Like I said, you'll see the makeup, you'll see all that stuff, and you'll understand it, think it's funny, you'll have a good time. And I want you guys to have a good time with it. But I want you to understand, as soon as you're part of that scene, your friends are going to laugh, they're going to do all that kinds of stuff, and you need to realize that, you know what, my friends can laugh about it, but this is actually serious. Because maybe some of you that stepped over that line, you actually saw, you know, you have done this before. I'm standing here today to let you know before that I have done it before. And it was the wrong choice and the wrong decision. Like I said, I'll get more in depth with that at the retreat. So anyways, for those of you, there's two reasons I feel and believe why you should be picked to be part of the car accident. Okay? And I don't want anyone to take it personally. I don't want everyone to take it like to heart, like, oh my gosh, I'm not part of the car scene, I don't want to do it anymore. You know, there's meaning behind it. Why? There's two reasons. Two people why I feel they should get picked. Number one, you're actually a person that's going to influence the actual meaning of every 15 minutes. Okay? And number two, you're a person that's actually going to be an influence afterwards. Now, what do I mean by that? Number one, you're a person that's going to influence it. When you're sitting there in that car accident or someone that's laying on the ground, your friends are going to walk up and they're going to see. Some of them will be laughing. But then some of them will see how serious it actually is and be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And that is where your impact will come. That's why you get chosen. So when you get chosen for that and they see that, some of them, like I said, will laugh. But then some of them will be like, oh my gosh, look who's on the ground. And they focus on what's going on, the actual scene. And then two, you're the person that's actually going to affect afterwards. Why? Because I know one of you, I'm hoping more than one of you, one of you is going to get touched by this. One of you is going to hit you so hard you're going to realize the stupidity that we did, that I did myself for driving drunk. Okay? And your voice is going to be heard outside of this. And maybe some of you, we woken up to this. We can't stop you from drinking. If you're going to do that, that's your choice. Okay? But what I'm trying to be as a reality is, when you guys do it, you make the decision to drive drunk. Trust me, I had a huge wake-up call with that. And it really spoke to me like, what am I doing? You know, and I began to think, I had a conversation with my girlfriend actually, where we were talking about, you know, I was like, if anyone were to kill my family, and he was drunk, I would be so upset. I would be so mad at them. No, I just want to kill them, I would want to hurt them. And she told me, honey, but don't you realize the effect that you could have had on someone else when you were actually driving? And it hit home with me. I was like, what am I doing? You know, so what I'm trying to get you guys is this is how serious this really is. Some of you guys may be football players, basketball players. Some of you girls are awesome athletes. Some of you girls are amazing in clubs or anything you guys are in school. You need to understand you're here like this Dunlop said for a reason. You're here for a serious reason. For guys, you need to connect with your school. You need to connect with your friends, with your family at home. Okay? And so like I said, that was like the second meaning, is you're going to be an influence outside of this. Look, I'm not here to judge no one. Why? Because I did the same thing. I did the same thing when we're all talking about, and we're trying to get away from that, guys. We don't want to see this stuff happen anymore. Alright? So for those of you that are going to be part of that car accident, I would love to speak with you. I really would. So you're going to find out today. I'll help you today with whatever you want to do, whether it's acting or whether it's like I'm nervous about this or anything like that. Please come to me. I'd love to help you guys out with it. Why? Because like I said, I love drama too. I love to act. I love that kind of stuff. I'm involved with all that. So when you guys do this, alright, take it to heart now. I hope you have a different understanding now from the videos you just saw and from me speaking to you guys and letting you know how serious this really is. Okay? So the rest of the day, Ridgeview, Paradise, doesn't matter. Alright, I'll be there on the Rio scene in a week and a half too. So before the accident, come up to me, talk to me. That's why I'm here, guys. I'm here because someone could have stepped up and talked to me, but they didn't. I'm here because I want to be that person to give back for what I received. You guys understand that? So the rest of the day, guys, whenever you hear the speakers come, listen to them. Take it to heart and understand how serious this is. Alright? Everyone clap once. Clap twice. Thanks for listening, guys. See you soon.